Greetings. I am Dee Jeffries, and this is my partner and identical twin sister, Sandy Brazier. We are the co-inventors, co-developers, and co-owners of eVoiceAmerica.com. We consider ourselves to be problem solvers, as evidenced by our 3 U.S. patents and the businesses we have built around them. As such, we saw a huge void in the political and public opinion arenas. We, as concerned citizens, built out a political take-action website and platform for the conservative, populist, activist, and radio internet markets. We have self-funded EVA's development so as to be beholden to no one, except for inspiration over and above our own capabilities. Even bigger problems to be solved. Populism versus Big Gov and the DC elites. Concerned Americans are not a silent majority. They are a voiceless, muzzled majority, for lack of a platform from which to express their outrage directly to Congress and POTUS concerning anti-American progressive policies. Americans have no way to express and document their concerns as American majorities to Congress and POTUS between elections and in large enough numbers to influence Congress in real time. 2, 4, or 6-year intervals between presidential and congressional elections is too long to let dangerous policies go publicly unopposed. When promoted by SRN, talk show hosts, eVoiceAmerica.com becomes the first national citizen-driven, speak-out political platform which aggregates and publishes documented, issue-based, likely voter majority percentages on top issues to likely voters, which can change dangerous policies between elections. Solution: the combination of eVoiceAmerica.com's breakthrough, patented, take-action platform and the engagement of Salem's conservative talk radio hosts and audiences. Now, America has eVoiceAmerica.com, again a new, free, mega-populist, one-stop political platform as the highest and best use of the Internet for political activism. Here's why and how. eVoiceAmerica.com is a new, free, one-stop take-action site for Americans to easily email their senators, House Rep, and POTUS. Americans' personal opinions and yes-no e-votes are emailed directly to their elected reps, chiefs of staff, and legislative directors, based on the original U.S. Congress handbook. From this data, submitted to DC by millions of EVA and Salem users, EVA aggregates and documents Americans' anonymous e-votes into issue-based national majority percentages published to our fellow Americans, Salem's audiences, Congress, and POTUS. New Dataset 1. Americans' Issue-Based Majority Percentages. Potentially terabytes of Americans' opinion data can now create daily issue-specific majorities on top issues that affect them and their families. A first new dataset to impact the political arena. EVA.com captures, aggregates, calculates, and disseminates Americans' issue-specific majorities nationally, by state, and congressional districts in its daily data reports. These issue-specific majorities comprise yes-no e-votes generated only by validated constituents of members of Congress. EVA.com publishes its daily issue-specific majority data online and as daily data reports by subscription to the political media complex POTUS and each MOC. A second new data set for the political arena. MOC and POTUS re-electability percentages. First ever. Now, EVA users and audiences can vote once per day if they would re-elect POTUS and their constituent-matched MOCs. EVA aggregates and calculates these votes into majority percentages for each D.C. elected rep. These percentages are published in EVA's CCB Reelectability Daily Report to Congress and the media. MOCs who are responsive to their constituents' issue-specific majorities increase their reelectability percentages. This feature gives motivated and likely voters the power of a first-ever daily between elections ballot box. Historic political firsts of EVA's CCB report. New data sets 1 and 2. Combining these two data sets, issue and reelectability percentages, EVA publishes its first ever Daily Congressional Coalition Builder Report, CCB report. Using this subscription report, Salem, the political media complex, and Americans can now know daily American majority percentages on 1, issues, and 2, MOC's reelectability as conveyed by Americans to POTUS and their personal list of MOCs through EVA.com's CCB report. New transparency. EVA's CCB report shows America, through radio hosts' new content, how POTUS and their MOCs voted compared to their EVA.com majority mandates. More historic political firsts of the CCB report. This daily CCB subscription report permits all MOCs in POTUS, for the first time in history, to know the constituent-validated issue-based majorities and reelectability percentages for all MOCs in POTUS simultaneously. These new constituent-based data sets now give documented leverage to congressional leadership and MOCs to efficiently create in advance of floor votes expanded coalitions sufficient to pass or defeat legislation being voted upon. This is a cutout of a section of the CCB and Reelectability Report. Based upon users' principles and values, EVA public opinion data is submitted by Americans who are likely voters, the public opinion gold standard. Concerned, committed, enthusiastic, issues and values-driven, motivated, thoughtful, informed, engaged. Likely voters? Yup, yup, yup. Carnwennen has programmed EVA's complex and innovative features. Its highest priority is site security for its customer sites and their customers. Please note that among its prestigious client list are the Departments of Treasury, Homeland Security, the Defense Information Agency, and others as shown. Just perhaps, based on the prestige and reach of SNR and eVoiceAmerica's Take Action platform, tools, and new data sets, America can now overcome the strangling grip of the tyranny of the minority. By combining our efforts, we foresee that Salem's audiences will embrace their Salem-provided tools and newfound majority voice. Using host-provided EVA site buttons, they will speak out en masse, be aggregated by EVA, heard by DC, counted and tracked by Salem and the media. Together, Salem and EVA can reverse leftist damage, even destruction, restore our beloved America to its foundational values, and advance it to fulfill its even greater stature and glory. Again, we thank you for your time and consideration. We look forward to next steps. In the meantime, God bless our beloved United States of America.